All right, you guys, we're learning about functions, but we're doing it in Free Code Camp this time. So I feel like since we kind of went through making something our own self, in my last two videos, you should check those out because it's cool, like I said, to go in Free Code Camp and learn about functions and pass these little tests, but the real test comes in the real world when you have to actually create something. So I am looking forward to doing these 9 questions to see, do I get them a little bit more than I would have if I wouldn't have done something on my own? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go. In JavaScript, we can divide up our code into reusable parts called functions. Here's an example of a function. Function name, console log, hello world. We did that already in the other videos. You can call or invoke this function by using its name followed by parentheses, like this function. Each time the function is called, it will print out the message hello world on the dev console. All of the code between the curly braces will be executed every time the function is called. Create a function called reusable function. Reusable function. Okay, and then which prints hi world in the dev console. Pretty easy, right? And then we're gonna call the function. You should call it. So let me see. Is that how I do it? No, I think this is, you go call. And then I think reusable function should be a function. Console log hi world. If a reusable function is called, it should output the string hi world to the console. You should call reusable function once it is defined. Oh, okay. So you put reusable function like that. There you go. Hi world, it says. So I know this is right. Next, parameters are variables that act as placeholders for the values that are to be input to a function when it is called. When a function is defined, it is typically defined along with one or more parameters. The actual values that are input or passed into function when it is called are known as arguments. Here's a function with 2 parameters, parameter 1 and parameter 2. Function test fun, parameter 1. And then in the console, parameter 1 and 2. Then we call test fun like this. Test fun, hello world. We have passed 2 string arguments, hello world inside, hello and world. Inside the function parameter 1 will equal the string hello, and parameter 2 will equal the string world. Note that you could call test fun again with different arguments, and the parameters will take on the value of the new argument. Create a function called function with arguments. Function with args that accepts 2 arguments and outputs their sum to the dev console. Hmm. Oh, I didn't see this down here. Function with args should be a function. Okay, function with args 1, 2 should output 3. I didn't see that. Let's change this here. Shoot. All right, you guys. So I'm just going to do this because it's wanting us to basically do some math here. Let's go make this A and make this B. Okay. And then do A plus B because we can see that it's adding this together. And then we're going to call function with args. And we can call it 1, 2. We get 3. We can also call function with args. We can call it 5 and 7. Wait, no, not 5 and 7. 7 and 9. And get 12. What? 16? Oh, 16, I'm sorry, yeah. You should call functions with 2 numbers after you define it. Hey, next. We can pass values into a function with arguments. You can use a return statement to send a value back out of a function. Example, function plus 3 num. Return num plus 3. Const answer equals plus 3, 5. Answer has the value 8. Plus 3 takes an argument for num and returns the value equal to num plus 3. Create a function times 5 times 5 that accepts one argument. Multiplies it by 5 and return the new value. Okay. Okay, so since we're doing math here, because let's see, at the bottom it has this, and they want us to multiply things by 5, so we're going to put num, since that's number, and then the example is saying to return num. And then what do they want us to do? Multiply it by 5. Yes, sirree, Bob. All right, in JavaScript, scope refers to the visibility of variables. Variables which are defined outside of a function block have global scope. This means they can be seen everywhere in your JavaScript code. Variables which are declared without the let or const keywords are automatically created in the global scope. This can create unintended consequences elsewhere in your code or when running a function again. You should always declare your variables with let or const. Using let or const, declare a global variable named myGlobal outside of any function initialize it with a value of 10. Now I learned about global variables. They're outside of a function. So let's see here. Using let or const, declare a global variable named myGlobal. Initialize it with a value of myGlobal. I can do this. Equals 10. Inside function 1, assign 5 to the oops global without using the var. Oops, you guys, this should be right here, actually. Okay. Okay, and then put this. And so then after this, we're going to assign oops global here equals 5. So basically we reassigned, well, we didn't reassign it because my global is all on its own, but this is just another variable here. And yeah. All right, variables which are declared within a function as well as the function parameters have local scope. That means they are only visible within that function. Here is a function, myTest, with a local variable called lock. Function myTest, const lock equals foo, console log lock. MyTest, console log lock. MyTest function call will display the string foo in the console. The console log line outside of myTest function will throw an error as lock is not defined outside the function. The editor has two console log to help you see what is happening. Check the console as you code to see how it changes. Declare a local variable myVar inside my local scope and run the test. Note, the console will still display reference error. MyVar is not defined, but this will not cause the test to fail. All right, so my editor has two console logs to help. Declare a local variable named myVar inside. Wait a minute. Equals, what do they want us to name it? Test. So it's true. It says in the console, it will display reference error. MyVar is not defined. And it says it's not defined because it's outside of the function, or it's, let me see, it's inside the function. It's outside my local scope. So yeah, it's gonna work. It is possible to have both local and global variables with the same name. When you do this, the local variable takes precedence over the global variable. In this example, the function myFun will return the string head because the local version of the variable is present. Add a local variable to myOutfit function to override the value of the outwear with the string sweater. All right, so we're going to go inside of this function, which is right here. Going to add a local variable. Var that equals my outfit to override the value of the outwear with the string sweater. Add a local variable to my outfit function to override the value of outwear with the string. I think this is it. My outfit should return the string sweater. Oh, okay. Let me see what. Oh, you know what? No, this is going to be var outerwear equals sweater. Because what they're doing is they're calling my outfit. And so we need to know what is your outfit, and it needs to be sweater. So, yeah. All right. A function can include the return statement, but it does not have to. In the case that function does not have a return statement, when you call it, the function processes the inner code, but the return value is undefined. Example, add sum is a function without a return statement. The function will change the global sum variable, but the return value of the function is undefined. Create a function, add 5. Okay. Function, add 5 without any arguments. This function add 5 to the sum variable. Wait, this function adds 5 to the sum variable, but its return value is undefined. All right, sum equals sum plus 5. Okay, and then what else do they say? Create a function, add 5 without any arguments. This function adds 5 to the sum variable, but its return value is undefined. So I'll only change the code above this line. If you recall from our discussion about string values in the assignment operator, hold on, you guys. I think we might be on a different one here. Let me see. All right, now this is where we got 2 more to go and we'll be finished. If you'll recall from our discussion about storing values with the assignment operator, everything to the right of the equal sign is resolved before the value is assigned. This means we can take the return value of a function and assign it to a variable. Assume we have predefined a function sum, which adds 2 numbers together. Then, blah, blah, blah. We'll call the sum function, which returns a value of 17 and assigns it to our sum variable. Call the process arg function. Oh, wait a minute. We're not creating a function. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're not doing that. That's already created. So I'm going to call this. Okay. Function with an argument of 7 and assign its return value to the variable processed. Okay. All right. So inside of this, they said that the argument is 7. So then call the process argument, assign its return value to the variable processed. So let process is up here. So we're gonna right, in computer science, a queue is an abstract data structure where items are kept in order. New items can be added at the back of the queue, and old items are taken off from the front of the queue. Write a function next in line, which takes an array and a number item as arguments. Function next in line, which takes the argument array and a number item as arguments. I don't know, 2 or something. Let me see. I'm getting this from this down here. Add the number to the end of the array, then remove the first element of the array. The next in line function should then return the element that was removed. Oops, my bad, you guys. This is already a thing here. This is already called. So we're going to remove this. We're going to push this array. Remember we learned about this already? I remember this. Item equals array dot shift is what takes it off of there. Look at that. Look at that. All right, you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm tired. Good night. Oh, this ends the functions, by the way. So, all right. Thanks. Bye.